Our climate is changing. The report of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change confirms that the next 10 years are critical to get us on track with the Paris goal of keeping global temperature rise well below 2 degrees Celsius.
The United Nations estimate that approximately 50 million tons of electronic waste will be generated globally in 2019, but only around 10 million tons of this will be recorded as being properly collected and treated. 40 million tons are currently placed in landfill, burned, or illegally traded and treated in a substandard way.
Indeed, these devices contain valuable materials such as base metals, critical materials, or plastics. They can massively benefit environmental protection or have equally massive negative impacts.
2/3 of precious resources, copper, steel, aluminium and plastics, remains undocumented and is not coming back into material loops as secondary raw material, making it unclear how this waste is collected and thereafter treated.
We are aware that there is much more WEEE present that is currently not officially collected. Often, these volumes are treated in inferior or even illegal recycling processes, and this is a major problem as it results in losses of valuable raw materials, as well as it can have detrimental effects on the environment.
For every 1 ton of e-waste recycled properly in Europe, 2 tons are a lost opportunity. Why is that a big problem? First, we are losing valuable materials for the European economy. Second, our electronics waste are at risk of being improperly treated outside of Europe. And third, we are increasing our carbon footprint from having to start the materials loop all over again.
Doing more with less is the ambition of EU tech producers represented by Orgalim. From reducing the amount of raw material input to energy efficiency, substitution of critical raw materials or hazardous substances where better alternatives exist, up to repairing, reusing, or remanufacturing equipment.
Compared with primary materials, recycling of steel saves up to 58% of CO2, while that number easily climbs to above 80% for plastics and even reaches 93% when it comes to aluminium, which are all commonly found in e-waste.
EPR indeed incentivizes producers to design better, environmentally friendly and recyclable products. It is important that all producers who sell lighting products and all electrical goods contribute to the recycling obligations, including the large number of products sold on the internet. Online platforms that facilitate the selling should be responsible if the obligations are not met. In short, we must avoid free riding.
All WEEE needs to be accounted for. And this aim is reflected by the cooperation with many stakeholders, such as the WEEE Forum and EERA, in developing standards. We believe that these standards should become mandatory within the EU space. In combination with improved rules for cross-border transport between compliant facilities by means of fast-track notifications, this will lead to more and better secondary raw materials with improved environmental protection.
So when they can no longer be repaired, take your electronics to your closest e-waste collection point to make sure they are properly recycled by professionals who care about the environment.
International E-Waste Day for us is a wake-up call. There will be no such thing as a circular economy if not each of us contributes.
The International E-Waste Day is for us the occasion to promote improved quality, more extensive and more efficient recycling of lighting products.
The International E-Waste Day is of great value to us all, manufacturers, recyclers, consumers, and most of all, value to the environment.
It's simple, but it's vital. We don't have a planet B.